Hey, I'm Budget Nerd. Vankyo decided to release a new Leisure 3 projector for 2020, calling this one the Pro model. It has a handful of intriguing upgrades. If you want to see what this projector is really about, you're in the right place. As you may have guessed, Vankyo sent it over to check out, and since they've been with us a while, I squeezed them in. I reviewed their original Leisure 3 a few years ago, so check out that video for the basics of this projector, link below. Aside from the few upgrades, they are very similar. In this video, we'll just be going over what is new. Let's get the money part out of the way, because the price is different. While the original came in under $100 easily, 80 if I recall, this one comes in at $140 or $120 with the coupon. Let's see what you get for that extra monies. The bag you got with the original was good, and this one is equally as good. The projector is the same size and is white this time. The buttons are the same, dials are the same sides, same front, same little screwy stand thing that could screw all the way out and get lost, and you get the same I/O. You get the same accessories you got last time. The remote is a bit smaller than the original though, but the power cable, HDMI cable, component cables, and a VGA cable remain unchanged. Let's go over what is new with the Pro model. First of all, you get an upgrade in resolution at 720p. I can confirm that this is the case, as you can clearly see there's much more detail in these pictures compared to the older one. For the price, the older one was a decent projector, but had a limited use because of its lower resolution, but this one ticks the HD box. Lowest HD possible, but HD. The image does look pretty good, with good colors and all other aspects of the image being more than acceptable. This could be called a smart projector, even though they don't mention that anywhere in their listing. They do mention it not being recommended for PowerPoint or Office presentations again, like they did with their last one. With their old one, no, don't even try it. This one could maybe get away with it barely, but they know it's not optimal. Even though the resolution is good for an entry-level projector, it just still isn't quite crisp enough for fine detail. The physical Keystone still will introduce some focus issues on the bottom or the top, depending on what you need to do with the Keystone. Also, you just get vertical Keystone, no horizontal, and no options for any digital Keystones. They also mention it is an advanced and silent cooling system in the listing. Advanced, not sure, but silent, no. It's not loud, but it's not silent. I'm not sure if their use of the word silent should be taken literally or not, but they did use it. I would call the volume acceptable and about what you'd expect. Another new feature is the screen mirroring. No app needed for this, which is nice, but that means that if your phone or tablet doesn't natively support miracast, then it won't work. My Pixel 2 XL wouldn't work with it, but my Samsung tablet did. It did connect without any issues and worked pretty well, but I did notice that the video or a lot of motion in what you were sharing would be a bit choppy. Even close to the projector, it wasn't perfectly smooth. It totally gets the job done, and if you want to share images or web pages or most anything other than video, it's a good feature. But I wouldn't plan on screen mirroring your whole movie night this way.
And straps, etc. that these cameras generally come.
The media option will let you play movies from a microSD card or a USB thumb drive if you want to. And of course, you can still hook up your typical HDMI or VGA source. Upon powering it on, you get this message, which I think is good. Vankyo and this projector both know where it's best suited. Any farther than 9.8 feet from the projection's surface and you won't be able to focus it. You can get closer, of course, resulting in a sharper, brighter image. In order to see this projector clearly, the room does for sure need to be on the darker side. In the dark, though, it looks great. You can get it on Wi-Fi this time with an option to upgrade it over the network. You can still mount this projector on the ceiling and flip the image upside down. You also have the option to change the startup screen or source and set a sleep timer. Overall, I think it's a decent projector for the money. You do get a few really good upgrades for the extra money in the Leisure 3 Pro, but do keep in mind it's not perfect. One item in the unfortunate category about this particular unit at least was there were some stuck pixels in the LCD panel right out of the box. My camera accentuates them, they're not this obvious. Normal viewing you'd never see them, but make the screen all one dark color, get closer and they can be seen. Not a huge deal breaker, but it's not great either. My old Leisure 3 projector had a few as well, but it took me a while to notice. Well, that's about it. If there was more you wanted to see, check out the original review for a few more details, link below. Other than the upgrades we covered in this video, they're pretty much the same. Let me know what you think of this projector, or if you have questions in the comments. There are plenty of low-cost applications where this projector would be a good option, and where it shines would be an entry-level home theater setup for movies, TV, or maybe some casual gaming. If you want to grab one, there's a link below. Well, that's the end of the script, so I guess I'll stop talking.